What's up, everybody? Today, I want to talk about the AirFit N20 mask. This is one of the most popular masks on the market next to the AirFit P10 nasal pillows. Even though I do personally, if you've seen my other videos, prefer the under the nose Dreamwear or the N30i. I want to show you some features, what I like about it, and maybe what I wish could be a little different. The first thing I like about the AirFit N20 is that they have these magnet clips. Okay, clip, click. Makes taking off the mask and putting on very easy, very simple. And what I do is I like to put the nose cushion on first and hook it up from the back and click it on and click it on. You see that? It clicks right on. It's nice and sturdy. The cushion has small, medium, large, and also has a wide version if you have a wider nose. In the front of the nose here, if you need to use the restroom at night, you can unclick this, use the restroom, and when you come back, simply click it back on. Now here is something that I want you to be very aware about, is that when you remove it, you hit these two buttons, pull it off. When you put it back on, you make sure you want to hear, there's two clicks. 1, 2. And the reason is because if you only hear one click, then it could still be loose and you're gonna have a lot of air leak in the front. Speaking of air leak, there's some exhalation valves right in the front, so you're gonna get some air blowing out, and that's normal. The reason why I don't use this mask particularly, I have a nose bridge, a deviated septum, and my nose bridge is very sensitive. So if anything that presses against that, which this one does, it's hard for me to take in air. Okay, it's hard for me to breathe smoothly. So I prefer not to use anything that goes over my nose bridge. And speak of these magnets, if what the cardiologists recommend is if you do have a pacemaker, then this might not be the mask for you due to the magnets could possibly interfere. If in any case when you're tightening the mask straps and this thing goes way over like this or like that, then you will need a smaller headgear. And I'll tell you this, my head is about medium size. When I use a smaller headgear, it fits so much better. Okay, so you can actually purchase these on Amazon. You'll be surprised how much better this will fit on your head with the proper headgear. Okay, it makes a big difference. Who will benefit from the N20 compared to the other masks like the P10? Okay, someone who moves around a lot in bed, because the N20 has a nice sturdy headgear that it will not come off that easily. See? You can't do that with the AirFit P10 because once you move it around, it'll come right off. But with this, it's nice and sturdy. You see? So there's pros and cons for every mask. Another thing I want to tell you, and I keep getting a lot of calls from my patients regarding this problem. Say you've changed a new mask. You decide that, you know what, I'm going to start using a different mask. They remove this, okay? And now I'm going to start using the P10 nasal pillows. So they go up to here and like, hey, how come my P10 mask is not fitting my hose? Well, that's because of this short hose here. The short hose is part of your mask. So simply rip it off. Okay, that is the trick. You don't want to muscle it out. Okay, it's harder. But the trick is you bend it. Let me do it again. You bend it, and then you plug it back in. And what did I say? Make sure 2 clicks. There you go. These hoses are universal, so they'll fit any mask you put in there. Okay, they are universal. So you see that, and you see this. See how it fits? I get it. You know, if you accidentally leave this tube in there, other mask is gonna fit in there. Okay. Same like the Dreamwear I spoke about in the last video. That piece can get stuck inside. Oh, I want to also show you the proper way to put on these straps. You have to tighten the straps at the same time. You don't want to go one side left and one side right, and this and that. You want to go both at the same time, and that's how you fit. So it's perfectly even. Okay, see that? And I know some people, they tend to pull the mask off in the middle of the night. Just be aware, even though just because you tightened it once, occasionally these straps do stretch, so you will need to tighten them back up every so often. All right. And now here's the P10 nasal pillow. Put this on real easy. Hold the bottom strap. Put it on right under the nose, right into the nostrils. You see that right there. So just make sure one strap on top and one on the bottom. All right. Till next time, also as usual, I need to always introduce my wonderful CPAP holder. You can't forget, you have to get one of these. Game changer. You wake up in the morning, all you gotta do is this. That's it. What's the alternative? This is alternative. A messy table. Okay, this thing may even fall on the floor. But with the hose hanger, all you gotta do is voila. All right, till next time. Don't give up using your machine, especially those beginners out there. Don't give up, okay? Try a different mask. If the AirFit N20 is not working for you, try the P10. The P10 is not working for you, try something different. There's a plethora of masks out there for you to try. And the masks makes the biggest difference. You know, we all got issues, but I'll tell you this, if your sleep is intact, so many things will be much better once you get good sleep. So I hope you get that. All right. Meantime, stay hard.